Hello team. Today we're going to make some old-fashioned potato salads, part of our balanced salad series. Um, Simple ingredients. I have my red potatoes right here. I cut them at about the size of a large dice, somewhere in between a large dice and a medium dice is a good cut for you. If you like a large dice, cut a large dice. If you like a medium dice, cut a medium dice. It's all good. I also have about a quarter of an onion that I've cut very small, and one rib of celery that I cut about a beurre noir. Okay, and then I also have my yellow mustard, my white wine vinegar. I have some mayonnaise and a hard-boiled egg are ready to go and peeled and cooled down. First things first, we have to do is cook the potatoes. As you're working with this, if you like, you can put the potatoes to cook, and then while the potatoes are cooking, do the rest of your mise en place, and then that will save you some time. Um, I have a pound of potatoes here. I also have a pot of water that's been somewhat simmering here. And first thing that we have to do is cook the potatoes. So I'm just going to add these guys in here. And key things, we have to salt this well. So I have my salt right here. And we're going to salt it very heavy. And the reason for that is because we're not only seasoning the water, we're seasoning the potatoes. Okay? The second thing that we have to worry about is once this comes to a simmer, we're going to turn it down and we're just going to poach the potatoes at a nice low heat. We don't want the potatoes to break apart. They should take around 20 minutes, and that's a guesstimation based on the cut that I have. But you should have some steaming and maybe close to a simmer, so a little bit of boiling, or a little bit of bubbles, but not too many. Things that we're looking for, or how do we know that the potatoes are done? We know the potatoes are done by simply just checking them with a fork. They should, when we poke them with a fork, they should be tender. When we pull the fork out, they should fall out of our fork. That would be key number one. Key number two is you'll know if they're overcooked, or if you abuse the heat management, if your edges are not sharp, if you have really dull edges and like pieces of your potato are falling apart, then you cook your potatoes a little bit too much. All right, so we're gonna look at tenderness. We're gonna look at the edges. We're gonna taste them, make sure that they're tender all the way through. The inside of your potato should not have any solid white like how it looks like right now when it's raw. It should look somewhat. It should have a little bit of translucency in there, so you should be able to see kind of like a clear. The beginning of, or the outside of the potato should be a little bit clear because of the absorption of water. Other than that, they're going to take about 20 minutes. We're just going to calmly look at them. I'm going to put my mise en place away in the fridge and have it ready to go. Make sure you have a pair of gloves ready to go for this. And then we're just going to mix it up with a bowl. Alright. Alright guys, so my potatoes are done. I've been checking them, and a couple of things. They still have sharp edges. I poke one and it was good to go. I try one and they're still keeping their shape, but they're cooked all the way through. Okay, and they're also not hard in the center. Okay, and this is a crucial part of your potato salad. I'm gonna drain my potato salad. I got a strainer right here with a container to get rid of all this water. And one of the crucial parts of making this potato salad, I believe, is once they're done, go ahead and spread them well on a tray or a plate, whatever you have. It works as long as you're not deep. We want them to cool down fairly fast. And as soon as you put them in here, take your vinegar, and I like putting it in my hand, and kind of sprinkle it through. Okay, you don't have to use it all. I think about half of this ramekin is good, but I make sure that they all get some. Okay, two things that the vinegar is gonna do. It's gonna give some tanginess, right? So it's gonna balance out all that mayonnaise that we're gonna put in here, right? But it also helps the potatoes with keeping their structure, because if not, if your potatoes are, because they're gonna continue cooking for about, I'll say about 7 minutes, right? So later on when you try to mix them, they might break apart. And if they break apart a little bit, it's okay. But if they break apart a lot, it's not. Then you end up with this like mush. And we want the potatoes to still have structure and not just be like mush with peels of potato all throughout. So that's what the vinegar is gonna do. Once you sprinkle the vinegar in here and they're warm, try not to like get close to them and smell them, because then the vinegar is gonna make you cough and it's gonna make you choke up. Okay, so but all we need to do, I tasted them. They have plenty of salt, so that's why I'm not seasoning right now. If for some reason yours are not seasoned well enough right at this point, go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of salt on them, because this is the best time for them, because it will soak all that salt in as they cool down. Okay, but now I'm gonna go in the refrigerator for about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes until they get cold, and then we'll mix this out. Alright team, my potatoes are cold, so we're ready to go here for our potato salad. First things first, I'm gonna take my mayo. That goes in there. About 3/4 cup, I believe is what I have here. 6 ounces. Okay, I have that. I have my mustard right here. And I'm gonna go with my mustard. If you don't like a lot of mustard, you don't have to put it all in there. I like it, so going in there. Okay, so this is just part of the flavoring. Okay, and then I have my celery and my onion, and I'm gonna take this in here. And then I have my hard-boiled egg. I like cutting my egg with my egg cutter. You don't have to, you can chop it up. But if you have an egg cutter, that's the best part. And I like cutting it one way and then I turn it the other way and I cut it straight into my salad. Okay? And then I'm gonna take all these ingredients and mix them really well. And then I got my potatoes right here. And if you taste your potatoes right now, you'll notice that they're kind of vinegary. And it's a really nice, it's a really nice addition, especially if you're one of those people that like pickles in your potato salad. You'll like the flavor of this of the potatoes just how they are right now. Okay. And we're just gonna go like so. I'm just mixing it through. And notice that although they're very well mixed through, the potatoes keep their shape. Okay? That's always important to know how the potatoes keep their shape. Okay? Tastes really good to me. I don't think it even needs much seasoning. Just a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, and we're done. A little bit of black pepper goes in there. A little bit of salt. That's pretty good. Bowl right there. There we go. We're all set to go. Old-fashioned potato salad.